happy you're here. Welcome to Chai Beauty, where I get to share my thoughts, my dreams, my aspirations, my visions for the future. And guess what? You get to be along for this journey because we are in this together. So we focused on a 2, a 3, and now we're moving to a 4. But I want you to remember that these numbers are a part of a triad, the feelings or heart. These numbers are driven by feelings. 2 focus outward on the feeling of others. 3 have trouble recognizing their own or other people's feelings. And 4 concentrate their attention inward on their own feeling. They each take in and relate to life from their heart and are more image conscious than other numbers. Type 4, the romantic, creative, sensitive, and moody. They are motivated by a need to be understood, experience their oversized feelings, and avoid being original. Deadly sin is envy. 4 believe they are missing something or essential without. Start over. 4, the romantic's deadly sin is envy. 4s believe they are missing something essential, without which they will never be complete. They envy what they perceive to be the wholesome and happiness of others. Envy is a powerful tool when you don't understand where it's coming from and when you don't understand the root cause of that envy. Me being where I am in my life and trying to figure out where to go next, you start to look around and compare yourself to your peers. And sometimes you just have to say, stop. I can never measure up to that person. I can never compare myself to that person simply because I am different. And when you look and you see that you are this tall, beautiful, short, petite person, you realize you are only you. Your voice is different. The way your hair flows is different. The way your eyes, no matter the color, they range from light green to blue to brown. You are different. So why compare? Why have that envy? Because while you're envying others, someone is envying you. They say the greatest form of flattery is imitation. But in reality, people can't even imitate you because you are you. And when they imitate you, they look and say, oh my God, that reminds me of you. Because even in their imitation, there is something raw about what you have been given at birth that can never be replicated or duplicated. And that is power in itself. So take a moment and just give yourself a round of applause because, baby, you are different. I love the way you walk into a room and tell everyone, hey, you are the best of the best. I love the way you articulate your words better than the rest. Oh, or when your hair is flowing down to the floor or high to the sky. It does not matter because, honey, you are different and there is only one you. And so why envy when you look in the mirror and you turn around? Yes, your parents may have had 3 or 4 children and y'all all look similar, or they could even say you could be a twin to your sibling. But baby, you are different because that personality, when you walk in the room, all we can do is stand up and give you a round of applause, because there is only one you, and there will always be one you. So don't be envious of others. Don't look and compete. Just say, ooh, you are great and I am great too, so let's be great together and work towards the common goal. Yes, this podcast is different because when I think of envy, I think I have not acknowledged who I am and what I'm going to be and what I want to be, which says a lot. So stop. Let's think about what I just said. But if you need a repeat, remind me. Let me remind you. Answer these questions. Who am I? What do I want to be? And what should I be? And come back to me. So what do you want to be? Well, my name is Chai. I want to be a person that influences others to see positivity in themselves. My name is Chai, and I want to create a platform that empowers others to be them and to tell their story and tell their way of communicating with the world and how they are communicating with the world in their way, whether it is through social media, through an organization, or them simply taking the time out and doing something for someone else. Every person's story is powerful because every person deserves to be on this planet. I repeat, every person deserves to be on this planet. So while you're on this planet, let's choose to do the right thing. Let's choose to be happy. Let's choose to empower others. And let's choose not to let the top be lonely by yourself. That's who I am, and that's the way I carry myself. And I hope when people see that, they look at me and say, whoa, she's a great person. I never want someone to leave and feel awful in my presence. I want you to come and you just get a little more happy with me, because all I love to do is bring joy to others and make sure everyone's all right. That's who I am. What do I want? Well, throughout my life, I have great role models. I have a person that is great in their spiritual life. And I'm like, I want to grab that knowledge from them, and I want to work toward being very spiritual with myself. I have a person that is the next author of many, and I want to write like them. I want to speak the way they speak. I have a person in my life that loves unconditionally, and you can never do anything to make them feel or let them see you less of value than yourself. I want to do that unconditional love. I have a person in my life that protects and lets you think you're leading, but really they're leading, but you never know because they're a great leader. Because as a leader, you are working for the people underneath you. And that's powerful in yourself when you already obtain that, and people don't even realize they're working because they're having fun and enjoying being in your presence and achieving great goals in life. I see different things and different puzzles, different mirrors, different images scattered around the floor, and all these puzzles have came into my life, and these pieces have gone into making this one big picture of me. And these are the things I grabbed for and I saw in these role models and said, I want that. But then I realized with all that wanting, it can turn into envy, and that's not cool. That's not me at all. So I stopped and said, no, I want to be a better version of yesterday. And I will aim to be more compassionate. I will aim to be a leader, but I can't be that type of leader, and I can't have that compassion. I can't have that spirituality because that's theirs. But what I can do is say, you know what? Let me look at the cracks in myself and say, you know what? You need to be more spiritual. You need to go to church more often. You need to learn a little bit more. You need to take time and dedicate yourself back to what your roots are. And you need to be more confident in the way that you walk and talk, because right now you have so many masks and so much pride and envy and all these sins that you can't even correlate your true self. So to be your true self, you have to think a little bit about yourself and say, hey, what I should be, what I want to be, and who I am today are all me. But what I will be is acknowledging myself and say, I am Chai, and I will improve. And I should not compare and be envious of others, because the Lord made me, and I can only be me. So, can you be you? Can you look around your circle and say, I don't have a mask for any of these people. I don't walk a certain way to impress that person. I don't do the things I do to be that person. I am me, and you are you, but we are in a community where we can be all right. But we also can be together in a form of communion and accept each other for who we are. Because I'm not competing with you, and when you get excited about things you have, it's not bragging, it's not boasting, it's just a round of applause, because I know the legwork and the hard work it took for you to be here. And I'm proud of you. So, I say so a lot, but the so is important, because I need you to stand up, find a mirror, and say, today's the day I'm going to be me. That gives me one less friend, because I'm no longer listening to what they think is important. Is today the day that you write that book that you have been wanting to write for a long time? Or you start back to that art you loved to do as a child that brought you joy, but you forgot about it in the years to pass because life got busy. It doesn't matter. What does matter is there's no more envy in your heart. There's no more competing. There's no more comparing. There's no more I need to be understood, because you understand yourself. And you're going to learn the medium for others to see your view. But you don't compare. Because comparing, you will always lose. You just look at your yesterday and say, these are the mistakes I made, and I'm not going to make them again. Because I am the best. That's all that matters. So, as I always say, follow me on Instagram at Chai Beauty. Check out my website at chaibeauty.org. And remember, we are here to share thoughts and to be in a healthy platform. Have a great day.